Hello, everybody. I have something to say about Donald Trump's assault on our democratic form of government. I'm going to try to prove my case, and to do that, I'm going to have to put on my civics professor hat. So let's talk about our branches of government. We have three. That's how the founders set it up in the Constitution. Three branches of government, equal, not one branch more important than the other branch, all necessary for our government. The first one they assigned was the legislative branch, and that would be the Congress, which is made up of the House and the Senate. And as the people's representatives, the founders thought that Congress should make the laws. And they also appropriate the money that is necessary to spend to keep the government going and run the government programs. It is also the only branch that can declare war. Number two is the executive branch. They didn't make the president number one. It was behind the legislative branch. But the executive branch is the president and his cabinet and all the government apparatus and the 5 million government employees necessary to run the government. So Congress makes the laws, but the executive branch enforces the laws, makes sure that people get their Social Security and farm subsidies and so on. The third branch is the judicial branch. And that would be the federal court system and the Supreme Court. And the job of this branch of government is to interpret the laws, to decide whether it's constitutional or if it is implied by the Constitution. So they rule on the laws. But each of these branches can check on the other ones because the founders wanted it to be a system of checks and balances, said that no one was more important than the other one. Well, we've got a situation today where our executive branch is headed by a man who would be king. He is trying to take over the powers of the other branches of government. He wants to be the supreme power, like his old pal, Russian President Vladimir Putin. Let me show you how he is usurping the powers of the other branches. He took money that Congress had appropriated for the Defense Department. He's taking $3.8 billion of that money, and he's spending it on building his border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. They didn't say that was okay. They appropriated it for the military. Congress wanted to see Trump's tax returns and wanted to subpoena and interview some of the White House officials that may be involved in some of the scandals. And he said, no, you can't talk to them. He just dismissed the Congress as nothing. No, we're not going to cooperate. And just lately here with the judicial branch, his old friend Roger Stone, who was found guilty of jury tampering and lying, he was to be sentenced to 7 years, at least 7 years in prison for his crimes. But the president has decided that that's too much time. And so we are expecting that his Justice Department is going to reduce the sentence. Not what the courts have said should be his sentence. I hope you realize all of this is dangerous because it could be the end of our democracy if somebody thinks he can run all the branches of government. And he's got a lot of help doing it. The Republicans who acquitted him after his impeachment and his cronies in his executive branch. So it's dangerous. Abraham Lincoln said that we had a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Don't let Donald Trump destroy it.